S&P futures. What are S&P futures? And for those of you who are new here, I'm Mira. I'm an ex-marketer turned newly finance nerd who wants to know everything about finance because I did not know anything about financial literacy. I was like, shit, I don't want to be broke. I want to be a millionaire that I can be proud of. S&P 500 future is a deal that lets you lock in the future price of the S&P 500 stock index. Bet against the price. Anyone is making a S&P 500 futures deal and they're talking about buying and selling, it doesn't mean that they're going to sell their own stocks of the S&P, because then if they do that, they're technically losing out on the long-term gains that S&P 500 stock is going to get them, because of course these stocks are all about long-term gains. Anyone who's looking to really capitalize on market changes is doing it for the short term. Today, the S&P 500 index, right, is at 5,000 points today. They believe that the market is going to go up. They're going to enter us into a futures contract where they will agree to buy one futures contract, okay, and say it's like $250 per point for 3 months. Say the stock market and the stock of the S&P 500 rose by 1,000 points. So now from 5,000, it's 6,000. The difference in points, because it went up, is 1,000 points. Now, part of the deal of the futures is you have to sell it. If you've bought it, you've got to sell it. So when you sell it, when the smart person sells it, it's going to be $250 times the difference in points, which is 1,000. So 250 times 1,000 is $250,000. So just made $250,000 without selling any of their stocks with a futures contract where nothing is being exchanged. It's literally entering into a structured two-way deal and betting on the price of how a certain commodity or stock is going to perform. Clearly estimated the market in the correct way. The market doesn't always need to go up for a futures deal to sort of like bring you profit. You just have to estimate the market correctly. If they're estimating that the market is going to go down and enter into a selling agreement only to buy later at a lesser price, that also means that they profited. The only time a person loses money in this is if they think that the market is going to go up and they choose to buy when they actually should have sold, and vice versa. Traders, investors, banks, institutions, they all do this quite often to really take advantage of the market because they know, okay, this is going to perform or this is not going to perform. They're like billions of dollars in futures. This form of betting is also like protection for stock portfolio. So even though whatever their stock prices of whatever they own, it goes down in value, technically they will still have made the profit on correctly estimating on how their stocks are going to perform in the market, because the market went down, so their stocks went down. So technically they sold it at a higher price, they bought it back at a lower price, they made a profit.